Welcome to the Bavarian Alps and the Oberstdorf in southwestern Germany. A place popular for its surrounding mountains, which serve as ski slopes for thousands of tourists during the winter months. But the reason why we're here is the Gore Transalpine Run, one of the greatest and most challenging mountain runs in the world. Stretched out over 8 days, the runners will travel 240 kilometers and fight with an elevation gain of 15,000 meters. Among the 340 teams who started were a couple of favorites. In Team Salomon, we could find Cameron Clayton from the USA and Dimitris Theodorakakos from Greece. Their toughest competition will be Team Salomon International, which features Philip Ryder and Tofal Castañer, but also Team Carrera Alto Sil with Manuel Marias and Pablo Villa. The Salomon team are the fastest team and win the first stage, ahead of Team Salomon International, who finishes 5 minutes after the winners.
It was a great day, nice weather. We pushed in a limit that maybe we are able to do it every day for 8 days. So we're just excited and we wait how our body will respond for the days that will come.
Silvia Serafini and Oiana Cortazar Aranzeta are the first women to cross the finish line in Lech, and they do it with a spectacular time of 4 hours 7:40, a time that the team are clearly happy with.
Well, I'm very happy about this victory the first day, even because we were in front of the second team by 15 minutes, so it was a good result. Let's hope that the next day we will be always in a good shape, and I'm very happy to join this experience with my friend Oiana. We did a good job, and let's hope for the next day like this day.
The next morning, the runners faced the second stage, which will take them on a scenic route along the world-famous Arlberg region from Lech to St. Anton. Even though the stage is shorter than the first one, it will still test them with vertical gains of 1,899 meters. Even though the athletes were running in some of the most spectacular mountain views in Europe, the thick fog made it impossible to see more than a couple of meters ahead of their own feet. Team Salomon kept their tempo, and they're the first team to finish the second stage as well. Even if they've gotten a few bruises on the way, they're happy with today's race.
A little beat up, you know? Like, I have a little bit of cuts and bruises here, but overall really well. Like physically, able to climb super well and able to descend really well. So everything's starting to get better and better.
Today we didn't want to push a lot. So we have decided from the beginning to be with the other teams. We felt okay, maybe better than yesterday, but still at the back of our head is the difficult day tomorrow. So we try to be patient, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow. We're really super excited.
Silvia Serafini and Oiana Cortazar Aranzeta extend their already comfortable overall lead as they are the first women to finish the second stage.
Today the race was more difficult than yesterday because we had a lot of wet terrain and very sleepy, so we had to slow down a little bit and take care not to be injured, and so we help each other. We slowed down a little bit, and we made also this stage, so we are super happy.
The third day is one of the toughest stages ever in history of the race. With nearly 3,000 meters of climbing and a distance of 38.4 kilometers, the stage is a challenge even for the toughest of runners. And we would see a good number of dropouts before the day was over. As the runners cross the Swiss-Austrian border, there are two teams in the front, Team Solomon and Team Solomon International. Separated by only 38 seconds, it is, however, once again Clayton and Theodora Kakos who claim the victory, which is their third consecutive win.
It's the kind of day where I'm glad I don't have to go back up the hill that I'm staring at. Like, it was that second double vertical K was super hard, and it took me a lot, and I had to feel really emotional, inspired to keep pushing towards the end of it. But in the end, it feels good to win, and I'm glad we were able to push it and pull it through for the third day in a row. Hopefully we can keep this trend going.
The women's race continues to be dominated by the Italian and Spanish runners, who finished today's stage in 5 hours 14:34. After that monster stage, the runners will surely start to feel the kilometers in their legs, but the fourth stage does not give them any chance for relaxation. The stage, which stretches from Samnan to Skol, is 37.1 kilometers long, and the whole route stays above the tree line, promising great views. Especially since the weather has changed for the better, and we're now treated with blue skies and crisp mountain air. Clayton and Theodora Kakos win yet again. And in the women's race, Silvia Serafini and Oiana Cortazar Aranzeta seem immune against any potential threat from other teams. They win their fourth stage, and they're also the 13th fastest team of the day.
I'm very lucky that Oiana is running with me and sometimes tell me, Silvia, don't run too fast, because maybe I'm less experienced than her, and sometimes I let me take from the race and I go too fast, but we have to slow down because the race is long and we have to go more quiet.
Now we'll take a short break, but when we return, we'll see the remaining stages from the Gore Transalpine Run 2013.